I'm Sonia Relia, and I've been working with early years and foundation activity based learning since 1989. It's many years and a whole journey. And in 2022, it was really nice to see the National Curriculum Framework for Foundation Stage opening so many pathways for all of us. The key word I hear these days as I travel is the holistic progress card. But the holistic progress card is not an end to itself. It's a journey to actually reach there. It's a journey to understand that there is a whole process, there is a whole need in the environment to create a learning environment to actually lead the children to holistic learning. Like the Panchkosha Vikas talks about the different koshas, the Annamaya Kosh, Pranamaya Kosh, Manamaya Kosh, Vijnanamaya Kosh, and then the Anandmaya Kosha. Then you have the Panchari or the learning process, which is including the introduction, conceptual understanding, practice, application, expansion, and the ability for the children to express and apply what they have learned. And the most important part of actually leading the children to the holistic learning are the developmental domains. So, the social emotional domain, the physical domain, the language and literacy, the cognitive domain, aesthetic and cultural domain, which covers EVS, as well as art integration and positive habits. And then the 13 curriculum goals, understanding them well, the 68 competencies, which further extend to learning outcomes for each level, then the self assessment about of the children on how they react to learning processes, peer assessment, parent assessment, talking about the different settings for activities, the individual, pair, small group, team, and circle time. Then understanding that a whole community needs to be involved. It like it takes a village to raise a child, like that it takes the complete community for happy learning environments, the teacher, the children, and the parents. And then when you actually come to observing the children, what are the levels of observation that you have to consider? So, the National Curriculum Framework 2022 suggests four levels, which says beginner, progressing, proficient, and advanced. But I do see holistic progress cards with just three levels. But I think this is something which we all have to figure out on how to get the balance right. A beginner is somebody with who needs more support. Progressing is a child who shows, the indications of the learning outcomes and needs a little lesser support. Proficient is a child who meets the learning outcomes suggested at that level with a basic support. And the advanced learner is a learner who not only is self sufficient but also shows the learning outcomes of their level as well as a few of the next level. So, for the holistic progress card, you don't just need a progress card, and then you need a deep understanding of all of this. You need to have a wide range of resources. You need to have stick puppets, you need to have board games, music, rhythm, the music of, and instruments of India coming into the classroom. Small things like the bamboo theater to create your art integration and performing arts, to have teacher manuals, to have a curriculum that will empower the teacher. And I think that's been our focus for so many years, not only as facilitators or people who, empower each other. I would say that because when I interact with teachers, I also feel I learn a lot. I understand what is going needed on ground, and then I work for solutions. And that's what my learning train is all about. It's all about creating such a large range of resources that it gives teachers a lot of dynamic display. It gives them the ability to put together experiences, ideas, thoughts, so that the children actually develop holistically. And then comes the time to fill the holistic progress card. So, like I said, today's video is basically to understand that we need to have a process in place. We need to have a deeper understanding of the Annexure 1, where you have all the learning outcomes mentioned. Don't struggle with creating one activity for one competency, but create and understand activities and also understand that one activity can actually help in the development of more than one domain. So I think that's what we all have to understand about the holistic progress card, and use a range of resources. Get your classrooms ready, get your learning right, and work with all your skills put together. And then you'll see how easy it is to fill this holistic progress card. Like I said, it's not an end to itself, it's a journey towards it and further.